Give it up or turn it loose.
Bootsy, 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 Bootsy. Damn.
What a good ass tune. Most listened to song on the album.
So you said that that if you want your sampler platter, you do Sex Machine. I would say do this one. I'd actually recommend this one because it's only 6 minutes and 26 seconds.
Which is for them, medium.
Yep.
Can't unhear it.
This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum. This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum. This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum. This is a show about the 500 albums that Rolling Stone says are the best, and we're gonna talk about them ad nauseum.
Get up! Can you imagine having to sing that part 1 million times behind him?
So I did perform that song in a band, and I was the get on
up. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Backwards Beats podcast. Get on up.
Yeah.
I'm Carl Carter Van Steele.
Yeah, and I am Dan Woodard.
Get on up.
And I am not Bobby Bird.
You are not Bobby Bird. You don't look like him.
I do not.
So don't you dare try and impersonate him. But you can cover him, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice to be here in season 4 in the pangs of the summer.
Yeah.
I wonder, will Mungo Jerry make the list?
Maybe.
In the summertime. That is the craziest beat. It and it also has the worst line of all time.
Yeah, what is that?
If her daddy is rich, you take her out for a meal. If her daddy is poor, you can do what you feel. That is not okay. We do not endorse Mungo Jerry on that line.
Correct.
But those sideburns, let's go.
That song kind of slaps, though.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It got sampled a year or two ago.
That's right.
Like a summer thing. Mm-hmm. No, we're not talking about Mungo Jerry this week. We're talking about
the hardest working man in show business.
Soul Brother number 1.
James Brown.
Get on up.
We almost sound more like Curtis Mayfield when we were doing it.
I know.
Which is move on up, but yeah.
If I sounded like Curtis, I'd be happy too.
Yeah. So we're talking about Sex Machine by James Brown, the album, the live album.
It's air quotes live.
Yep.
I've come to accept.
Yep. It was released September 1st, 1970. But the non sequitur to Curtis Mayfield is that song came on the other day. I was having dinner with my son, and he's like, "Oh, I know this song." I'm like, "You probably know this from Kanye."
You know the Kanye song.
Yeah.
You're talking about Move On Up.
Yeah, Move On Up. Yes.
Yep. But they slow it down.
Yep. He said, "Oh, I like this original version." I'm like, "Yeah, Curtis Mayfield's awesome. You should listen to Curtis Mayfield."
Yeah. The back end of it's just like a huge drum break.
Yeah.
That song, and in Chicago has one where they also have like a 4-minute drum break at the end of a song. Oh, you're the inspiration or something like that. It just cooks.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a semi live album, as Dan mentioned. Mm-hmm. You weren't here to see the air quotes, but I tried to mention them.
Yep.
15 songs, 1 hour and 14 minutes long.
Yeah, it's a double album.
It's a long one.
Well, given it's 14 songs, I don't know. It's
15, right?
Yeah. It's a good one.
I think it's. I think there's a novelty in the idea of presenting this in concert format.
Yeah,
which is what they did.
Yep.
I would not argue there's an album arc, but they shaped this album.
Yes. So we'll get to that, but since we already talked about it, so this is a double album, and essentially the first album is a studio album done with enhanced reverb and fake crowd noises.
I was right about my fake crowd. Good.
Yep. I mean, it might have been real James Brown crowd noises, but
not in the places that they were supposed to be.
Exactly.
Man, those fades were manual.
Yes. Yeah. Sides 3 and 4 recorded live at the Bell Auditorium in Augusta, Georgia in 1969.
There you go. And he makes it known.
Yep. Except for one song.
I think I know which one that is as well.
Yep. So anyway, should we talk a little bit about James?
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. So James Brown. There's a lot to say about James. I try to make this somewhat concise. So James Brown, born into pretty intense poverty in South Carolina in 1933, but was raised in Augusta, Georgia. And he had a sort of an interesting young life with some musical, he learned to play piano and a little bit of guitar. He was arrested at the age of 15 or 16, depending on which source you look at, for breaking into cars.
Oh, I thought it was for Dick Too Big.
No, that's later, unfortunately. His life, unfortunately, he's riddled with some other legal things and some unsavory things, mostly after this. But he was arrested at age 15 and for stealing stuff out of cars, which was an 8 to 16 year sentence.
If you're a brown man, that's how they treated you.
Yep. And so he was transferred to a youth prison in Georgia where he formed a gospel quartet called the Music Box while he was behind bars. And he actually wrote a letter to the warden that helped him get out early. He actually was released early at the age of 19 after 4 years served. And he's also sponsored by a local auto racing entrepreneur, S.C. Larson. And he was just trying, and also and the persistent advocacy of his future bandmate, Bobby Bird.
Get on up.
Yep, get on up. So the Bird family took Brown into their home upon his release in 1952 under strict legal conditions that he keep a steady job and never return to Augusta, which is where this album's recorded. Yeah.
Good God.
Good God. He joined Bobby Bird's gospel turning R&B group, the Gospel Starlighters, which evolved into the famous Flames in the 1950s. He got signed to King Records after...
King Records. Mm-hmm. Man,
there's
touching all sorts of things in this catalog.
Yeah, and there was a lot of drama with the King Records thing back and forth here, but... So, yeah, transitioned to this... From a vocal group to the James Brown and Famous Flames band.
He took over that real quick.
He sure did. And so early collaborators were Bobby Bird, who vocalist and organ player, Maceo Parker, influential guitarist, Jimmy Nolan, known as the hardest working man in show business.
Mr. Dynamite.
Yeah. So before we get to some notable releases, because this is like his 30th album.
Yeah, and there's many to go.
Yeah, so he has 59 studio albums, 2 soundtrack albums, 15 live albums, 49 compilations, 144 singles, 7 video albums, and 10 music videos.
How many AI albums?
I think back on the Curtis Mayfield, that's Kanye who does that. He had a bunch of notable releases prior to this. Please, Please, Please. That was his... basically, that was his million-selling album, his first thing. Live at the Apollo in 1963, which is a groundbreaking live album. You have to think, at this time, live albums, it was hard to sell a live album.
Why so?
Usually the sound quality wasn't very good.
That's true.
Right? You'd have extra crowd noise. And you think about in the 60s, one of the reasons the Beatles stopped performing live is the sound equipment wasn't strong enough to overwhelm the screaming of the fans.
Yep.
And they're like, we're done. We'll be a studio band. Right? So the equipment wasn't really there. So it was kind of hard in the 60s and early 70s. There are a few bands that pulled it off and made it an interesting thing.
Yeah.
There's
also the vulnerability of what if I botch up a part?
Yep. So I say that, and I'm talking about in the rock and roll, R&B, blues thing. Obviously there are plenty of live jazz albums. Big band have a lot of live albums.
Yeah, but not like I'm doing the splits and making people scream.
Right. When Duke Ellington's recording live, at the Cotton Club.
Yeah, everybody's shutting the F up and listening to Take the A Train.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, this guy, like, he's undeniable in his influence, and we'll talk about some of that when we get into the album here. But with so many years of career and so many albums, and it's hard to really put him in a category because he's almost his own genre.
Yeah, I mean, no one does what he did.
Right.
He had an incredibly specific set of tools. You could put him in the ranks of people like Zappa, who were like perfectionist band leader, truly like listen to the band first, then would get themselves out there, and have to go and be the character that they are.
Right.
Totally created in only their realm for them and the masses because they believed in it.
Right.
That same sense, like, that's why I chose Zappa. The music's totally different.
Yeah.
But there's definitely like a marriage to a scene.
Yeah.
And like this, they're not playing a character. You're inheriting this person.
Yeah.
For better or for worse.
Yeah. It's interesting you mentioned Zappa because I saw this thing today. I'm going to see if I can find it really quick about Frank Zappa. Well, actually, it was from drummer Tommy Igoe. He posted something online today.
Okay.
I thought this was a great quote. He goes, "I run my social media pages exactly like Zappa ran his career. I do what I want to do. I do what I want to do, and what I do is designed for people who like it, not for people who don't."
Solid, Tommy.
Right? And that's what Frank Zappa did, and I would say James Brown did that.
He's part of that.
Yes. He loved the attention, of course, and it didn't really matter where he went. He went over to Africa, and they already knew who he was, and they were like he was to talk about like his celebrity and the level of fame that he was. That like we're too young to really know that. Like we know, like I mean, God, you're even too young for like Living in America, right? That was in Rocky IV, 1986. You're like 2 years old or something like that, right? Yeah,
I was.
Yeah, right. So
I had 2 years.
Yeah. Like that's the era, right? So this is before us, but it's hard to comprehend like how popular he was.
Yeah, and I think another comp would be like Prince.
Yeah.
Right, just needed full musical control, but also could sit down and play the thing and say it, and became like a cult of personality in sense.
Yeah.
All of these fantastic, legendary musicians. David Byrne comes to mind.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you like the music I'm speaking about. You have to look at this like centerpiece composer.
Yeah.
Who then like everything else like pulsates around.
Yeah.
And that's what he did so freakishly well.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So this album peaked at number 4 on the Billboard R&B album charts. Big commercial success. It reached number 29 on the mainstream charts.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. The title track, Get Up, I Feel Like Being a
Get
Sex
on
Machine.
up.
Yeah. Hit number 2 on the R&B singles, and number 15 on the Hot 100.
What do you think it was? This cut,
The 10 minute,
the
48 second
11-minute cut.
That's what they're saying. Because obviously even the studio versions of these songs are covers of his own songs in many cases. The album was born out of a sudden mutiny. His old band walked out over money issues before a gig, forcing him to hire back Bootsy Collins.
Hey.
Yeah. And his teenage band, the Pacemakers, like on the spot.
That's right. Bootsy didn't come until 70, I think. He was only there for 2 years before they got Fred, right?
Yeah, and Bootsy is all over this album.
Bootsy's so nasty. It's so crazy because like the Bootsy I was used to listening to is always like very staccato and flashy. This is like really, really chill, like P-bass Bootsy. It's really wild to listen to.
Yeah, it's like James Jamerson meets Rocco Prestia.
Yeah, very, very well put.
Yeah.
Bootsy had so much more sustain.
Yeah, that's why it's not
Yeah.
Rocco, because Rocco's
Yeah.
very muted. Jamerson more
And there's some
sustained.
sweet melodic movements. There's a lot of times, especially in these longer tunes, where
Mm-hmm.
you're expecting him to veer off the path after 3 minutes of playing the same 3 notes.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do it. And you're just like, damn, Bootsy. No wonder he ran away and started a solo career.
Right. well, the thing is James Brown was notorious. One of the money issues is he was notorious for fining people
On stage.
On stage, you just have a hand movement. You just like wave, 5 fingers. It means you owe me $5 for every missed note, and they got sick of it.
Yeah.
And there's some missed notes on this album.
Oh, there are. But nothing glaring. I'll tell you what, James owns a ton of them.
Yep. There's a trumpet part that's like, oh, you forgot to tune your trumpet.
Yeah, that's what that little ring valve on the 4 fingers for, bro.
Yep.
I don't know what they freaking call it. I only play it for a little.
Yeah. Slide. Right.
Slide.
Obviously, he was a massive influence in the entire West Coast, like G-funk hip hop sound in the 1990s, and just the amount of samples. I tried to get a tally of how many times each one of these songs is sampled. So first of all,
Give up.
spoiler alert: not a single song on this album has not been sampled.
There you go.
And then the other versions are sampled more, but like I tried to find the versions on this album from whosampled.com, and I found one for at least one sample for every one of these songs.
I bet the samples that would then move into other songs have been all sampled as well. Like,
Yeah.
that's how fat this rhythm section was.
Yeah.
Especially this specific one.
Yep.
It's unreal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I found one. I can't remember which one it was. Like Ice-T sampled one of the songs on here, and then Ice-T sampled his sample
To
of
do
this,
a
of
thing,
this.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And then someone inevitably also sampled Ice-T's sample.
Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy when you think about it. I mean, that's it. And we'll talk about that a little later with the
Yeah.
Amen break. And it's just like,
Yeah.
kind of how important this is for music as a whole, this album holding here.
Yeah. So last thing I'll say, we talk about the personnel on this album. So this is, as we mentioned, this is a double album. The first album is the studio album, Simulating Live. And so that consists of James Brown, Clayton Chicken Gunnels on trumpet, Daryl Hassan Jameson on trumpet, Robert Chopper. Everyone has a freaking nickname. It's
Sick
awesome.
names, yeah.
Robert Chopper McCullough on tenor sax, Bobby Bird organ and vocals on Sex Machine only.
Get on up.
Phelps Catfish Collins on guitar, William Bootsy Collins on bass, John Jabo Starks on drums only on Sex Machine, Clyde Stubblefield on the rest of it,
Thank you.
and Johnny Griggs on congas. So that's the first album. The second album, James Brown, vocals and organ. And James Brown does vocals and piano on the first one. Richard Cush,
Noise.
Griffith on trumpet. I'm sure there's plenty of Cush going on here. Joe Davis on trumpet. Fred Wellesley trombone. Maceo Parker.
There we go.
Maceo Parker.
What a beast. We
What a
listened to
beast.
him before.
Yeah. On tenor saxophone, organ, and was the MC.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So that's who's saying.
Screaming.
Yep.
Number one soul brother.
That's right. L.D. Williams, tenor sax. St. Clair Pickney, tenor sax and baritone sax. Jimmy Nolan on guitar. Alphonse Kellum on guitar. Sweet Charles Sherrill on bass. Clyde Stubblefield drums. John Jabo Starks on drums. And Melvin Parker on drums. 3 drummers on the back half of this thing.
Why you would ever sit Clyde's beyond me.
Yeah.
Like, beyond me.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume it's all him and just ignore the others. I'm kidding.
Well, he calls Clyde out a couple times on
During
this.
the album.
Yep. And I'm guessing,
The ballads.
yeah, it could be. Yeah. Or sometimes I didn't look into this. Sometimes he had more than one drummer on stage. So,
He did the Allman Brothers thing.
yep.
All right.
So
Clyde Stubblefield and Dickie Betts.
that'd be weird. So that's who we got here. This Big Deal album.
Kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. Should we get on break?
Let's do it.
Look at your legs. I am looking at them and it makes me sick. Look at this blight you have cast upon the world. You are wearing cargo shorts. Why? Have you so many things to carry? What cargo are you transporting? Raw meat? Small birds? 20-sided die? Are you not a grown man? Your pockets bulge like goiters or extra testicles. It's disgusting. They make me want to gnaw at my own genitalia in protest. Your thighs look like two hairy sausage casings full of wet laundry. I have designed the replacement. Pants for men. There are no pockets. If you have keys, throw them in the canal. If you have a telephone, you already have a back pocket. You do not need to be reached. No one likes you. The pants are made of heavy black vinyl. You do not stretch, so why should they? If you attempt to sit down, you will hear a sound like dying crow. This is normal. They come in only one size, which is too small for you. They come in only one color. Remove the khaki bags from your body. Stop being a man-child. Pants for men. Now, my monkey will mock you.
So, what is better than 1 minute in heaven?
Oh, now we're doing this. 2 minutes in heaven?
Yeah. It's business time.
Copyright strike.
Yeah. The reason I asked that question here, the line is, what's it? 2 minutes of heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven.
Yes.
Right. She says, is that it?
Is that it?
Right. Oh, baby, I know what you're saying.
Oh, that's it.
That's it. Flight of the Conchords, the second best folk parody band in New Zealand.
Britton Germain. What was their manager's name? Murray?
Yeah.
Oh, if y'all haven't checked it out,
Check
you're
it out.
awfully late to the party.
Yeah.
We're dorky for simply referencing it.
Yep. I mean, I mentioned that because 2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven. So is 11 minutes in heaven.
That you pass out. There's no such thing.
Right. Well, we're about to because we're about to get on up.
No, there's a reason. It's not even 11. They couldn't even get it there.
Right.
They only got it to 10 minutes and 48 seconds. Get up. I feel like being a sex machine.
Yeah.
Well, that's a title for a song.
That is the title.
And it is also not the most listened to song on the album. How about that?
I believe it because the song that is a better. So this is not the original version of this song.
No, it is not. This is a really great intro if you're new to James Brown and want to figure out what he and his band are all about.
Yep.
This is a fine place to start because it starts with, kind of a demanding dialogue.
Yes.
At the beginning where he is introduced and then spends a good 30 seconds making sure everybody's okay that he's about to do his thing that you sense by the tone of his voice he's going to do it anyway,
He is going to do it anyway, but he does ask for a lot of permission.
which is hilarious.
Yes.
Because he's going to do it anyway.
He's going to do it anyway.
This guy really likes affirmation. Call him
sure
response.
Yes. Yes. This so this song was really originally released, and this happens a bunch, as a 2-part single.
Which is wild because it barely changes.
Right. Well, but it's just 10 minutes long, so.
They were like, yo, we're running out of tape.
Right. Yep. So and the 45 can only play so much. This song did reach number 2 on the Billboard R&B charts and 15 on the Hot 100. That's crazy.
It's wild. And the reason it's so crazy is it's insanely repetitive.
It is.
The reference to me, which I think I've said 15 times, though, get on up.
Yep.
every time James says something in response, Bird has to then sing
Get on up. Yeah.
that part
Yep.
back.
Yep.
And there's a really smooth little bass line. There's some
Yep.
fantastic drumming from Clyde.
Yep.
There is some slick guitar playing, a little bit of horn stuff going on. Otherwise, there is James making a lot of noise.
Well, except don't forget the bridge, because the bridge guitar part is freaking awesome.
The bridge slaps. There's no question about it. If you can hold on for 4.5 to 5 minutes to get there, you'll be really happy that you did.
And don't forget, there's the right on part.
Oh, sure. Right on, right on.
And there's the taste of the piano.
Sure.
And that's James playing the piano.
So you're getting the flavors.
Yep.
I guess what I want to say here, as a person who's very familiar with James Brown, I've played a James Brown tribute band night where we did James Brown versus Tina Turner and sold it out here in Baltimore. Played bass. Great job to have.
Yeah.
There is something lacking. The energy is obviously there, but if you don't get to see him perform,
For 10 minutes, yes, I would agree with
understand why he's not finishing sentences or just can go, oh, as like an entire phrase,
you. Right.
you're missing out on something.
Yeah.
He was such a physical performer. It's like listening to Jim Carrey do Ace Ventura.
Right.
Or Michael Richard do Kramer.
Right.
But not seeing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, exactly. So when Kramer comes through the door and he looks ridiculous because the door's attacked him somehow.
Yeah, and then he has his recovery face and he delivers his line.
Yeah.
And then you hear this laugh track. Now just imagine only getting the line and a laugh track before the line. This is what you're going to get a little bit of here. I have to paint this picture because it's so important. You're going to get these audience applause tracks and you have no effing clue what happened to deserve it.
Right. Well, in this one, nothing.
Yeah, because they implanted it.
Yes. Yeah.
But generally speaking, he would do something insane, like throw a mic stand and do the splits.
Yep.
Like really impressive splits too.
Yep.
And then obviously the crowd would go bananas.
Yep.
Because this is an album, you can't see that. And so I thought it was an interesting choice towards the back end of this song to start doing that.
Yeah.
If there was like a really cool drum lick or a cool horn solo and they threw the audience noise in, you'd feel good.
Right.
If he sang a wicked lick,
Right.
I'd feel good. But sometimes he just goes, good God.
Right.
And like 4 seconds later, you get like the Benny and the Jets clap and back out and you feel the fade.
Yeah. Yep. And there are some hard fades in the fake audience here. Because my first listen, I've heard this album before, but I didn't like critically listen to it before. And so the first time through, I'm like, oh, some weird editing, but not thinking it's faked. Because the thing that they did well in the production, I think, well, there's two things that gave it away for me before I actually did any research. The first thing is like the sound quality, like of the bass and drums. God, that's really impressive live recording for this time.
Yeah.
Because it's not.
Because it's not.
But what they did a good job with is bearing it in enough reverb to feel like it's in a space. And then the crowd is mixed well. It's just there's some unnatural, like, oh, that's a weird cut, but maybe they're just trying to cut it because it got too loud and they wanted to hear the music. That was my first like forgiveness of it. I'm like, and then I'm like, is this fake? And then yes.
Yeah.
This is not my favorite version of this song, but it cooks. It's good.
It's too long.
It's probably 5 minutes too long.
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's important to set the tone there because the emulation of live show, actually, it's meant to marry the latter half, which is actually live show. So I see why you'd want to play this game.
Yep.
Not a production decision I would be comfortable making as a producer, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
And the instrumentation, though, because it's studio, does sound very good.
It sounds fantastic.
So
yeah,
enjoy that.
And it sounds live. It sounds like it's performed live. It's not to a grid. It's just...
Oh, no. This band's playing their song. There's no question about it.
Yep. Playing well. So this song in general has been sampled in 269 songs.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Because it's such a pocket.
Yep.
For those who don't know what the pocket is, the rhythm section, drums, bass, and even the guitar, even the horn lines just end up all playing in their perfect space, and it could be looped forever. It's that solid.
Yep.
It's very sampleable.
Yep. Exactly. Some interesting ones. You have Luther Vandross does a sample of it. I'm trying to there's so many. I just went through Tribe Called Quest.
I knew that one.
Yep, and Moneymaker. There's a reason. There's a reason this spoiler alert, there's a reason this album's on the list.
Yeah, the sheer impact it had on later music.
Yeah.
Let's move to song number 2 here. By the way, that was 1.1. So it was 1,136,000 listens on that thing.
Yep.
Which is title track. Everybody knows Sex Machine. Even as long as it is. I don't know what Spotify needs in order to designate a full listen on an almost 11-minute song.
Right.
But I guess you got past at least the 3 or 4 minute mark to get that number. So there you go.
Yeah. I think it's 70%.
Oh wow! So
I think that's
people
what Spotify
dug into this
counts.
sucker.
Yeah, because they don't want to pay you.
Sure, of course they don't.
Yeah, I think it's 70%. If somebody can tell me if they know, but
Look, if I'm gonna do the dishes, I'm putting this on because it just it becomes meditative.
this is most of my listens were either cooking or doing dishes.
Oh, cooking was like my go-to.
Yeah.
I had to walk to get my wife's car from the shop. This was perfect.
Yep.
So I point that number out. Not that it's a ton, but digital media, older music, blah blah
Yep.
blah. You've heard the spiel before.
Yep.
We do drop down significantly on the second song to 272,000, which is Brother Rap parts 1 and 2. And this is a 5-minute song, so
Yep.
they brought us down,
Yep.
kind of.
Kind of. Yep.
Considering the ammunition they've given us, though, like part 1 and part 2, really?
I don't really hear part 1 and part 2 in this.
When I see the words, or when I see part 1, part 2, I immediately go to Isley Brothers, which had footsteps, shout, you name it. They part 1 and part 2. Who's that lady?
Yep.
And so that's where you actually get whole different feelings and segments in songs.
Yeah.
They just went to a beast, like the next chord progression.
Yeah.
And that's not part 2, bro.
No, it sounds like one song.
It is one song.
Yep.
It's a dumb title.
It is dumb. This was originally released under the title "The Brother Got to Rap."
I
think Brother Rap is
okay.
maybe better. I don't know.
Rap with 2 P's, by the way, all.
Yeah.
This is not him jumping into Rapper's Delight.
Yeah. It's funny. This song was, when it was originally released, it was withdrawn from sale. I don't know why.
I'm about to say, because he didn't say anything.
No, and so there's like 2 classifications of songs that we're going to talk about here. There are songs that have lyrics, and there are songs that have vocals
I would like to amend that. There are 3 classifications of songs that
and
we have
covers.
here. There are songs that simply are instrumental.
Yes.
Dos.
Yeah.
But I like the have lyrics and have vocals.
Yeah.
That's very important. And there are songs that simply have no voice.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. So so vocal songs. There's so like Sex Machine does have lyrics technically.
Kinda.
Because the way I like it, the way it is, I got mine. Don't worry about his. He says that every version of the song, right? And the taste of the piano, and you got to move your arm. Like there are lyrics.
Those are directives.
Yes.
The other thing is a limerick. I consider that lyrics.
Yep.
Directives are not lyrics.
Right.
Can I get the bridge? Is not a lyric.
No. Those are vocals.
That's right.
And hit it and quit it, hit it and quit it, hit it and quit it 25 times is a staple for him because that's him asking permission. And it's fun because should we hit it and quit it? Yeah. Should we hit it and quit it? Yeah. Right. And that's his gimmick. That's his showmanship. And that's awesome. Those aren't lyrics. That's just him being a showman. Brother Rap, I feel like it's just vocalizations.
It is only that. There is not an attempt at limerick or a rhyme scheme or storytelling.
Yeah.
It's him just letting out his feelings on a microphone in the way that he does.
Yeah. I really enjoy this song that being said,
I think that the band. So
Yes.
I can look at most of these tunes as what's James doing and what's the band doing, which is kind of weird and ironic because he cared so much and contributed so much about what the band did. He would just go so far off course after that.
right?
It seems asinine.
Yeah.
But yeah, here he literally is grunting, moaning, screaming, commentating.
Recapitulating lyrics from other songs.
Oh, why not? But there are not lyrics to this song as far as I'm concerned.
Not that I could discern.
I am positive he never did this one the
same
same
way.
ever. And you could probably say that about 50% of his catalog, y'all.
You know, it'd be amazing is if that's not true.
He's just that consistent.
Yeah.
Like, I would eat my hat, dude.
Yeah.
I would. I would, and I take no pride. I'm not.
No,
I'm not bashing him.
Yeah, we're not
it's
shit
just
talking, yeah.
insane to me that you get an album on the top 500, and it's so. I thought this would be such a shoe-in for me. I was like, of course this goes through. Of course this is a perfect album because I love
Well, the song grooves like hell.
James
right?
Brown so much in my mind, but it's like I have to put my Critical Boy ears
Yeah.
on, and I'm like, motherfucker's just barking. Like there's y'all listen to it yourself and tell me he's not.
Right. When Eddie Murphy did his, I mentioned it, when he used to do his impersonations, and Eddie Murphy does a fantastic impersonation of him. Talk about dated. And all he does is get back. I'm going to touch myself. Right. And
Yeah.
that's all. That's essentially what he does. I'm like, well, that's this song.
That is this song.
Yeah.
This is the epitome. And he'll beg you for 30 seconds. Can I go to the bridge? Band to the bridge. And then they hit this massive bridge.
Yeah.
And guess what he does? Screams.
Yeah.
And it's the perfect scream.
Yeah.
So that's the magic of James Brown.
Yeah.
He's like, only he could do this.
He's got the fever. It's like a, when you go to like a Baptist church and people just get the fever, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They lose their shit.
Yeah. The spirit gets them. Right.
Yep.
And he was, we've never talked about the Blues Brothers, but I'm assuming you've seen the Blues Brothers.
I've seen the Blues Brothers.
Right. And he was the minister in
Yeah.
that.
He was indeed.
And crushed it.
The piece here is that it's like James was here before all of this happened in my mind. He's
Yeah.
like the patron saint of
Getting funky.
just whatever he says and does, you're like, of course you did.
Yeah.
Like he got a free pass. I don't even know how.
Right.
But he has it.
Right.
And I'm like here to defend it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
The song itself kicks ass.
It does.
It's
The horn hits at the end.
Oh, dude. Well, the horns sound so lush, and this is another reason you know it's studio.
Yeah.
The bass becomes like real legato and elongated. The guitar chords, man, are awesome.
Yeah.
Because their style of music that they're playing here, it's a lot of these like double stop or like triad type playing off the top 3 strings of your guitar, or
Yep.
top 3 frequency strings.
The 3 highest strings.
Thank you, but not the physically highest ones.
Right, because they're technically
Teaching music sucks ass.
Yes, because they're technically one
Yeah, but anyway,
in number and the lowest.
these higher strings.
Yes.
And it's kind of the trope. It's like you put the bass down here doing a moving thing, you put the strings up here doing a repeating thing. The horns find where they fit in, and then you introduce an organ or a keyboard.
Yep.
Like the formula is written.
It is. And one thing that's interesting about it is there are plenty of people in this band that do a lot of waiting to play.
Sure, they do.
A lot of like 128 bar rests. You know.
My God, it's crazy. And then they're expected to hit it.
Yeah.
They're counting the whole damn time. This is the song where you're going to hear your first really suspect crowd inserts towards the end.
So the horn hits I'm talking about. So what I've learned here is this really cool, like chromatic ba-da-da-da-da-da, and then hey, we'll be right back, right? Which happens. And it's kind of interesting that they threw like the intermission break
into the studio
Yeah,
recording.
it's actually kind of awesome.
They're owning this live thing. Yeah.
They are, because this is the end of side 1.
I believe it because they spent most of their juice. I mean, you're almost 16 minutes in by now.
Yep, and LPs are only so long, and the next side is filled up.
Yeah.
But
Filled up.
But I don't think we take a break here. I think we do
No.
disc 1, disc 2.
Yeah, I think that's the way.
Yeah.
Bewildered. Song 3.
This is cool. I didn't remember this song because this is like a traditional like R&B song in 6/8.
Yeah, but the
But
thing
it's
that
not.
makes this
Okay, go.
Clyde, dude.
Yeah.
This drum part is awesome.
Yeah.
And here's what makes it awesome. In a traditional 6/8 ballad style song, two things generally remain true. The drummer subdivides the eighth note on their working hand, their right hand, generally speaking, on some sort of cymbal sound source. Ting, 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 cha, ting, 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 cha, ting, ting, right?
Yep.
Two, they're generally a little slower. Not in this house.
No.
This thing cooks, and Clyde decides to still play the 6/8 ballad with his kick drum and his snare drum, and then fat hands 16th notes with one hand, alternating the accent every other note.
Yeah.
The closest thing you could put it to is like all these guys who get on and try and do the challenge for Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is no drum part in my life I've ever heard like this.
Yeah. No, this is cool.
This is why he's one of the best drummers of all time.
Yeah.
Like dead on.
Yeah.
So creative to jump that box. And also like good on James for trusting him. If you look through James's catalog, like he's I think the longest running
I
player
think so.
with him.
Yeah.
Like he's like goated.
Yeah.
And for great reasons.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a phenomenal drummer.
Did I explain that well enough?
I think so. I think so. Without actually putting a sample of what's happening in here. Maybe we try to squeeze it in.
Yeah, we'll see if we get sued.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah. Fair use. Screw you, Spotify.
Free use. Get on up.
Actually, not screw you, Spotify. It's screw you, Universal Music, or who would do the claim. ASCAP. Well, ASCAP's not usually the problem. It's usually the
BMI, Harry Fox.
It's not the PROs. It's the publishing companies, right? The PROs are not usually the villains in this case.
We're slicing your album, y'all. Let us use 4 seconds of Clyde Stubblefield doing his thing, yo.
Yeah, actually, we got dinged with. We did Clyde on another episode.
Yeah, for the fatback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh well.
Clyde.
We love you, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that to me, when I heard that, I was like, I can't hear anything else. My ears are only listening to this.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
And it fits.
It fits. But there's more lyrics in here.
Yeah, he's more coherent. Like he's starting to throw together some phrases. I looked at the lyrics.
Yep.
I think it was like 12 lines.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he was like doing like a whole like, he was finishing a sentence.
Yep. I like the here. I like the horn. It's interesting. The horn panning is interesting. So you have your trumpets mostly in your left ear. Your saxes are in your right ear, and there's nothing wrong with that. It actually sounds really good, but it's not. So it's certainly not big band layout, because sometimes what people will do, like if you're doing an orchestra, right? What you try to do is you will pan the violins to the left side
Hard
a bit,
left, where they would be.
yeah,
if
and
you're
the
looking
cellos
at
to the
them.
right, and the
Yep.
basses to the right, and the French horn pretty much straight on back.
Hell yeah, baby.
right? And so you start to do that, so it feels like it is when you're in a concert hall. And big band usually is like a block,
Yep.
right? Because it's trumpets in the back, trombones in the front, in the middle, saxophones in the front, rhythm section off to the left, typically audience left, stage right. This is more like, it's almost like a concert band layout,
Interesting.
right? Like a high school concert band, because
It's wide.
yeah, it's a very wide panning. I'm not sure the reason for the choice. I'm not complaining about it. It was just, I found it really interesting to do that. And that was the other clue in that this was not a live with just like a tree mic or something like that.
Yeah, there's no chance.
Yeah,
And the reason that this matters for those who might be going, why do you guys care and hear this? Is because when your horn section is split in distance,
Yep.
And they're very far away, you can hear a lot more data.
Yeah.
In this case, see imperfections.
Yep.
You can hear little bits of wavers, sometimes the way people attack notes, if they flub a little bit, if they go flat. And it makes it feel very earnest, very real.
Yeah.
Versus when you stick them all in a block in a section, you get a chorus effect.
Yeah.
And
You can hide your crimes better.
precisely. And so definitely a studio choice.
Yep. I I like the foundational stuff. It's also in the Hammond organ.
There's a B3 crushing in this one, which I love.
Yeah.
We'll get B3s from this point out the album in more songs than not.
Yeah, and towards the end of this song, there's a quieter breakdown, and that's where they actually did a really good job with editing in the fake crowd. It's like, ooh.
There was they edited in like conversational noise.
Yeah.
It'd be like a chick like talking in your right ear.
Yeah, it's like a sound design class, but which you would, God, we do that in our ads, right?
Of course we do.
But we also have infinite tracks, and
we can pull from
Yeah.
anything off the internet. They had to like go record a low talking room and just phase in enough of it that
Yeah.
you felt like it was there.
That's why I wonder if the crowd noise that they use is actually legit crowd noise from their actual performances, maybe from the live performance.
Oh, sure. I mean,
And they
double
just-
dip.
Yeah, just used it.
The only problem with if it was crowd noise taken from an actual live performance is the chances of them matching and not having background bleed for the band.
Yeah,
Not great.
yeah. I know that.
But once the band stops, you get a crowd cheering.
Yeah,
Record all that, and that would make sense as to why you can hear the fader up and the fader down.
I know that. I can't believe I mentioned this on this episode. That on Kiss's first live album, Kiss Alive, there was a lot of.
It has been 0 days since we talked about Kiss.
That's not true. We haven't talked about it in a while. But when they did Kiss Alive, that was criticized for being heavily edited. But one of the things that they did was they had a live crowd mic, and they made sure, because the whole idea with them was their studio albums weren't selling at the beginning, but they were selling out like live all the time. Like they were.
So like, how do we capture
Right.
that?
How do we capture that? So they wanted to make sure, so they augmented it. Right. So they captured additional live stuff and just cooked it into the mix, and
Live hybrid.
right. Yeah.
Librid.
Yep. They also were criticized, I believe, for maybe fixing some sour notes that happened. But
See that all the time.
yeah, but I'll stand by the argument. They don't fix the sour notes on his. I'll stand by their argument for it. It's like, hey, when you hear that sour note live one time, you forget it. But when it's on your turntable,
It's there forever.
it's there forever. So
I understand why an artist would want to fix it.
and why the consumer wouldn't want to hear it necessarily unless it's awesome. Like Miles Davis kind of blew, and So What? In that solo, the first solo,
Oh, dude, He just shits the bed,
he shits
bro.
the bed, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what jazz is about, is ownership,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so, no, fantastic stuff here.
Yeah.
This song to me, like, really, the band at the front part of this album just keeps getting highlighted.
Yeah.
James is actually not also impressive at this point.
Yeah.
If you don't know what you're dealing with.
Right. But this one here, you've got some crazy screams.
Oh, yeah. And the fact that he can do those and then recover and sing is
Yeah.
bananas.
Yeah. It's like whistle-tone screaming almost.
And they're long. You
Yeah.
hear them build.
Yeah.
They have flavor.
Yeah.
There's spice.
got
One
a
of my
feeling.
favorite songs on the album, song number 4.
Yeah.
I Got the Feeling.
This this is a short version of an amazing song because it's only 1 minute and 7 seconds.
Unfortunately.
But this is cooking.
Oh, that's the best part about it, is the energy is unreal.
And the percussion, the congas in this.
So cool.
Yeah.
And this one has like more of like a boogie woogie vibe to it
Yeah.
than like kind of the block funk we've been chilling on.
Yeah.
And this to me is, you're foreshadowing that there's a lot more styles to come down the railroad here.
Yep.
They play with a ton of stuff over the course of this album.
Yeah.
Or a double album.
It's interesting that it's such a short version. This was originally released on the album I Got the Feeling from 1968. And that's the version that people are going to be more familiar with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
I think this is where James first really will capture the ear of the listener who's not hip to what he does.
yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
Baby. Like the acapella stuff, you hear all this attitude.
Baby.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
And it just, and then everything hits, and now they've added in congas that are
Yeah.
like really defined.
Yeah.
Every time congas hit this album, it lifts it.
Yeah.
And I think they're only on 2 or 3 tracks on the entire,
Yeah.
piece that we're
The
talking
most
about
obvious in this one, but they're in other places too.
They're pretty great.
Yeah.
They're like a lead instrument.
Yeah.
It's short. It's energetic. He's vocally playing both roles. He's doing some singing. He's hitting some cool soul licks. He's doing this kind of screamy, guttural thing.
Yep.
He's all over the place. He's trying to play all the jobs.
Yep. Crushes it.
He really does. He really does. And I will say, there's a lick at the end he does is pretty questionable.
Yep. Yeah.
It's his so what moment.
Yep.
But you just got out of kind of like what feels like that machine when you were a kid that they'd bring in fundraisers and they'd like throw a bunch of dollar bills and you'd sit in a hurricane trying to catch them all.
Yes.
This song is that.
Yeah.
You don't really know what's going on.
You just got the feeling.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's just great. That's it.
Yep. Not much to
Honestly.
say on that.
Let that be short and sweet.
Yep.
Song number 5. Give it up or turn it loose.
Bootsy, 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 Bootsy. Damn.
What a good ass tune. Most listened to song on the album.
And yeah, so you said that that if you want your sampler platter, you do Sex Machine. I would say do this one. I'd actually recommend this one because it's only 6 minutes and 26 seconds.
Which is for them, medium.
Yep. It sounds fantastic. The song has been sampled in 47 tunes.
Well, this is the legendary Amen break.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's a version that doesn't have congas out there.
Yeah.
Obviously.
That's the version that's not the version that's sampled for that, but
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the Amen break is a co-founder of hip hop.
Yeah.
I do not say that lightly. This sample of Clyde playing this drum part defined
yeah.
everything, y'all.
And I'm not positive which version. I could have looked it up a little bit better because this song was also appeared as an instrumental on Ain't It Funky in 1970. So I'm guessing that's what they're probably stealing it from because they don't have to get all the other
Totally.
stuff out of it.
But it's just
Yeah.
it's not even which version as much as this is the impact that, if nothing else, the fact that this song is on this album immediately makes it a contender for the list because of what would be taken from this moment.
Yeah.
It was like permission to funk granted.
Yeah. Access granted.
Yes. But it's a perfect 16th note groove.
Yeah.
A perfect one with just killer precision. And then you said the word Bootsy.
His bass performance in this is so good.
And not just when he soloed at the end.
Yeah.
Throughout the course of it.
Throughout the whole thing. And that's the beautiful thing about this being the studio version is it's so well recorded. So it's worth listening to just to hear Bootsy being freaking Bootsy.
Yeah, Bootsy Collins is the mono neon of our day.
Yeah.
Or Thundercat. Like one of the he's just progressive, and will go on to have his own great career after this, obviously.
Yeah, Parliament. Yeah.
He and then literally his own name
Yes,
too.
yes.
He just has, it's like endless approach. He knows exactly how long to sit on a note before he should move.
Yeah.
And he can change texture that way.
Yep.
He's a bender. He's a bass bender.
Yeah.
The other thing that happens in this song, the way it is stated on this album, it's really weird. Did you catch the chart per se? I tracked it.
All right. Go.
It's a 6 minute and change song.
Yep.
In about 2 minutes, it's like they read through a jazz book chart, and he has this big shriek,
Yeah.
and then it refilters there.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And in about 4 minutes, we've gone through the chart again. It happens again.
Yeah.
And then you get the dynamic fallout with the breakdown
Yep.
where he reintroduces his players.
Yep.
And it ends the same way.
Yeah.
So it's like 3 passes through a chart.
Yep.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Once I saw it that way,
Yeah. I didn't look at that way, but
I needed something to be a pattern. I'm like, you can't just sit here and scream now. And like,
Right.
there has to be a method to James's madness. And here we found it in a chart.
Yeah.
I'm convinced.
Yep. No, I agree with you now that you're saying it. I hadn't thought about that, but
Yeah. The guitar too. There's this funk style of guitar where it's just some sort of, to call it an ostinato might be correct. a single string
Yeah.
rhythm. Sounds like Morse code.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is, and it'll be copied forever on.
Yeah. Average White Band did it.
Everybody did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it has to be somewhat because of this. Here it's on full display.
Yeah.
And so you get these lush, awesome bass lines. You get this clutch strumming, and then you have this guitar part that just joins the rhythm section. It may as well be a cowbell or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until it isn't, and he knows when to flow into his chords.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. This is masterclass.
Oh, this song to me is up until this is the best song on the album at this point. If I've rolled through, this is my favorite personally.
Yeah. It might be my favorite.
Yeah, it might be my favorite full out. There's
Yeah.
one or two others I really like, and
Yeah.
you'll hear it in my voice.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't lack good music.
Yeah.
But also, you threw 15 songs at us, so I'm going to rake some away.
Yeah. But this is a great way to end the first album.
Oh, is that how it ends?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Because after this, so here's the interesting thing. So I use a different streaming service than you do, and so maybe if you expand that, but yeah. So I don't want nobody to give me nothing.
Yeah.
Open the door, or I'll get it myself. That's where the live album actually starts.
Great. Well,
So-
in that case, this is a great place to
Get on up,
Get on up.
right on, right on.
God.
What has Bill got other barbers have not? Cataracts in his eyes.
Come on down to Bill's, where we like to shake things up. At Bill the Blind Barber, every snip is a surprise. Bill may not be able to see, but that means he's got more time to focus on feeling his way to your perfect cut. You want to add some real excitement? Upgrade with a shave from Parkinson's Pete. You ain't never had a shave like this. There's nothing more exciting than a close shave by a guy with uncontrollable hand tremors holding a straight razor right to your throat. It's the thrill ride you never knew you needed. And hey, if you survive, your face will never feel the same. Come on down and ask for the Blind and Shaky Special. A fresh cut from Bill and a once-in-a-lifetime shave from Pete. It's an adrenaline rush, but with more hair on the floor. Bill the Blind Barber, where your haircuts are gamble, but the stories are priceless.
So if you're in North America,
All right, all right, play it through. Go ahead.
if you're in North America at 9 a.m.
Okay.
and you're in China at 12 p.m., where are you in the middle?
European.
Now,
That's not the joke.
that's not even remotely the joke. And I wonder if that makes sense time-wise. So 9 to 12, yeah, you would certainly not be. You'd be like Pacifican.
Yeah, you might be like, yeah.
Not so good.
No, not so good.
Anyway, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What are we doing here? That's the goal.
What's the goal?
We have now entered side 3 of
The 2-disc.
the 2-disc set.
Collection.
Yes, this is not a weird sided, 3-dimensional sound experience.
No, this came with 2 vinyls. Mm-hmm. We went through A. We went through B. Now we are now on the C.
I would actually really would have loved to hear this on vinyl.
I'm sure we could
To
find
have the vinyl warmth.
We can find one.
Yeah.
I might have one.
So side 3 starts off with this song that is titled "I Don't Want Nobody to Give Me Nothing," parentheses, "Open up the door, I'll get it myself," hyphen, live at Bell Auditorium, comma, Augusta, comma, GA, 1969.
Yeah, he doesn't have any baggage.
So we are now in the live album. Full
Officially.
stop. Officially,
We're no
yes.
longer faking crowd noise.
Yes. Yep. The original studio version of this was released as a 2-part single because they can't be short songs. But this song is only 4 minutes and 31 seconds.
Yeah. It's also, unfortunately, only 160,000 listens.
Yeah.
The listen count falls off on the second album. It looks like across the board. Nothing nearly breaches the first numbers, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Even the one you think it would be, which we'll talk about later. Still a low listener count. But I'm sure there's 900 versions of that on streaming services.
Right. Yeah. So this is an interesting one to me. This actually, the single version charted at number 3 on the R&B charts and 20 on the pop charts.
Okay.
I mean, so the actual song title is "I Don't Want Nobody to Give Me Nothing. Open up the door, I'll get it myself." I just added the annotation for this album. This song has been sampled 31 times. This version has been sampled.
The live version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the intro is fire.
Yeah. This is a really good song. One thing I want to bring out here is he has this line that says, "Kids get an education," right? So James Brown, as I mentioned, was arrested at the age of 15. He only has a 7th grade education, and that actually did bother him later in life. And he actually did a lot of community outreach. There's some dark stuff we'll talk about in a little bit with James. He was not always a good man.
He was often a bad man.
Yeah. But he also, I feel like it's like the tortured soul thing. He did a lot of outreach, like community outreach, try to get kids. Like I watched this little documentary on him the other night just to sort of get in the spirit of this. And yeah, he would go to like these communities and encourage kids to get an education. You know, you can't do anything without an education. And, you know, so he tried to
saw himself in.
Yeah.
I mean, going to jail at 15, I imagine would do that too.
And later.
Well, yeah, but at 15 specifically, you know, and he dumped some money into the community.
Yep. Yes. He did a lot of, for the bad stuff he did, he also did a lot of good stuff, but he did a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that one outweighs the other. The best thing he brought us was the music and the compositions and the way he was able to breach. So many artists have been affected by the way that he went about his way.
Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. The sample counts is just to talk about his influence.
Every sample is a massive kudo.
Yeah.
To the point where like money and lawyers get involved. So
yes,
to be sampled heavily is a bonus. It's a plus.
Yeah. So if this song has only been listened to 100,000 times, if there are 31 different songs that have sampled this, like what are the listens on those samples?
And you know they're a lot because they're modern.
Yep.
This song in its entirety is jarring after listening to the collection because you roll out from the studio. Not only do you get a lack of fidelity, you lose studio tightness.
Yes.
And so suddenly this band that's been incredibly tight, they're never sloppy.
No, but cocaine has entered the building.
It's a hell of a drug.
Yeah.
Everything's faster.
Yeah.
It's harder to hear. Mm-hmm. And it's just not as tight.
No.
Tell you what though, he's the same ass man.
Mm-hmm.
He's consistent through and through.
Yeah.
I will say when you get to the live performance half, which we're in now, his mic
technique,
thank you very much, is you're going to start to feel it. He's going to end words weird and early because he's doing a dance move where he pulls it away from his mouth.
Yeah.
It's a stark contrast production-wise from what you're used to off the first 6 songs.
He may have invented the push the mic away, step on the bass, and it comes back to you trick.
Yeah.
He may have been
probably
the pretender. I mean, Mick Jagger could be one of those two.
If the Stones stole everything else from black people, you know they stole from him too.
Right.
No, I'm giving this one to James if I have to put my money on it.
Right. And so he does that a lot live.
He does stage tricks, and he's big, he's dancing, he's full of life.
Sweating.
And you're hearing it on these live tracks all day long.
Yeah.
He's coherent here vocally. He's, not just kind of like scatting away. He's singing his song.
This is a song with lyrics.
Yep, that's exactly right. It's not, lyrics, not directions, or vocals.
Yeah.
And you can tell the band is really dialed into James. They're following him.
All eyes on him.
And that's how it has to be. He's a little bit of a narcissist. There's no question about it. Is it hyperbole?
A little bit, yeah.
And their money is on the line. And I bet some abuse and firing and fighting is on the line as well.
Yeah.
So you can tell they're always tied to him his way. So no one's going to really step out musically. Though this is the first time that we finally get a solo.
Yeah.
A saxophone solo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go on, Maceo.
Awesome. Airs it out. And what better way to start it off? You know, we got that whole band respect feature nod earlier when he broke it down, introduced Clyde, then introduced Bootsy. But here it's like, yo, take one.
Yeah.
This will be a theme that we get to see more and more throughout the course of this vinyl.
Yeah, and I feel like as hard as he was and as strict as he was and the way he sort of ran the show, I don't think it wasn't without gratitude for the band.
He knew what he had.
Yeah.
He demanded perfect warriors, and he gave them respect. This seems like the kind of thing where, like, if he had a show and it was your sister's wedding, he's pissed that you can't be at his show.
Right.
For two reasons. It's about him.
Yep.
But he doesn't want to do it without you.
Yeah. So, you know, you mentioned Prince before, and Prince was notorious for, he would call up, you know, the New Power Generation or the Revolution or whatever the members at like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, I got an idea. Get over here. Right. Buddy Rich ran his band, you know, very militantly.
I mean, Steely Dan would just relentlessly fire people. Cold. They're like, next.
Yep.
And so, like, greatness did demand that. Yeah. I don't love the abuse of others, but
you don't need to be a dick.
Precisely. But you can see a trend in some of these prolific musicians,
right,
where they truly were like, it was never about the art only. It always had a little bit of something to do with them.
Yeah.
But they were like, I'm channeling, you need to be here.
Yeah. Because like modern day, you have like Jacob Collier, who's off the charts talented, and he'll collaborate with anybody who's talented. And most of the people he's collaborating with aren't as pound for pound as talented as he is. But he recognizes what they're good at, and he just loves them for that.
Yeah. And also, like, the public's not looking for Collier.
Right.
So
they're not.
He also needs them. He wouldn't have a career if not for his collaborations.
Yeah. Yeah.
On his own hat, he could not exist.
Right.
And that's the weird
right.
part.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why there's like an entire culture of people making fun of Jacob Collier's mannerisms.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it's hilarious. I think he takes it in good spirit, but like
he's comfortable in his own skin. Yeah.
He's undeniably
weird,
but also like savant.
Yes.
And so you roll with it. Here, you can't call James a savant. You could just call him a war chief.
Yeah.
You know, like he's just so gung-ho about getting it right and going in and smashing. He will not accept no for an answer.
He's possessed.
He is. And I like that about him.
Yep.
Good tune. Great way to kick off the
live intro. Yeah.
Indeed. That brings us to song number 2 off the live, which is called Lick and Stick.
It is called that.
I'm pretty sure this is him requesting a rod with which to beat somebody.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a rod to beat somebody? Is it a guitar? Or is it a euphemism for something else?
Yeah.
No, it's not. So the lyrically, basically, the lyrical story of this is like they're out in the backyard, maybe it's a cookout or something like that, and someone's being a
prick.
Yeah.
Get my leg sick.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit this person.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Except the person going to hit is like a sister.
Yeah. Not cool, James.
Not a sister. Like his sister.
Yeah. Not cool, James.
Yeah.
The fact that you have a licking stick, not cool.
So, all right.
Use your words.
I have one. So here's
you have a licking stick?
So funny story. So at work.
Jesus.
Many years ago. I think I was to tell this story. So many years ago, somebody on my team, I work in computers, I work in IT. Somebody on my team, he broke the build basically, and so I'm standing in his cube and I'm helping him out, and I didn't realize, but there was like this small piece of like a 1x4, like it was like tucked behind his cube. So jokingly, I take it out and I hold it in my hand, like, come on, you got to fix this thing. And then I grabbed a Sharpie
like
off his desk.
Police baton.
Yeah. And I grabbed a Sharpie on the back and wrote Widowmaker on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna put some nails in this while you're at it?
Yeah. So this is like 2008. And so I had the Widowmaker for, as a joke at my desk. And then a few, right So I worked at the same place for many years, but I was like Ross and Rachel. We were on a break for a little bit. And right before I was on a break, I had this project manager who was very talented. And she like drew a picture, like a caricature of me on the Widowmaker. Okay.
Okay.
I leave the company in 2012. I come back to the company in 2014. And one of my colleagues who's familiar with the Widowmaker, it's my first day back at work. I'm like, so is the Widowmaker still around? And he goes, yeah. And he goes, so-and-so who I had never met, it's in her office. So my first day back at work, I walk into her office. I'm like, hey, I'm Dan. I think you have something of mine. She goes, oh yeah, it's over there. I still have it today. I obviously never used it, but it's awesome.
No, you got to punch a hole in the bottom, you get a leather strap,
Yeah.
and then walk through the office like McNulty at the end of the wire.
Yeah.
Just flinging it.
So that's my licking stick story.
Do I have one? Okay, I'm ashamed of this one, but we do.
I've never actually hit anybody with my licking stick.
We had one called the Ugly Stick. It was a rolled up newspaper with duct tape on the handle.
Yep.
And once upon a time, for a puppy dog in college who peed on the floor a lot, if we held it, he would run to the door and scratch at the door because he got hit in the butt one time with the newspaper because he kept peeing inside. Never happened again.
Right.
The Ugly Stick hung on the wall though.
Right.
And it was the insert from a trash bag, like the yellow like plastic with a tape around a very loosely rolled newspaper. I am not an animal abuser. But the Ugly Stick was a threatening thing. If you held it in the air like Thor, right to the door went the dog, and he knew it was time to pee.
Yep.
Or else the Ugly Stick was here.
Yeah, I just had a realization about the licking stick I have to deal with when I go to work tomorrow. So I was just away on vacation. I came back, and they moved us around. So where I used to sit, I don't sit there anymore. And I just realized that my Widowmaker's at my old desk. And
You're walking back. Hi, I'm Dan Wood. Did you have something that's
I know the woman who's now sitting at my old desk. So I'm gonna have to go over and like, hey, Ellie, I left something at my desk, and she has no idea about the Widowmaker, and so I'm gonna have to pull the Widowmaker out because I'm gonna keep it. It's a piece of history.
Legendary.
Yeah.
When you leave, you got to like get on a desk one night and chuck it up under the recessed like ceiling. Someone will find it in 30 years and be like,
Widowmaker.
I know what to do. They'll touch it and see flashbacks of code.
Yeah. All right. Licking stick. Anything you want to say about the song?
Yeah, nailed it. Yeah. It's a quick energy hit. To me, this is the I Got the Feeling of the live album.
Yeah.
Less effective. Song-wise, not great.
It's all right.
Glad we could get a tangent out of it.
Yeah, this was the first stereo single that he released on King Records. Not this, but the original version.
I would say a minute 19 seconds seems flaccid for a first release.
Yeah, the original version.
All right. Now let's transition to something different.
The Popcorn Trilogy.
Hells yeah, baby.
Low Down Popcorn. So
Get on up.
this is not live.
Yeah, I gathered that.
So here's the interesting thing about this. This is introduced as though it's live.
We're going to do something.
Yep. And then this was recorded in the studio the same way the other ones were recorded. And I said the Popcorn Trilogy. There are 3 Popcorn songs that James Brown has. There's The Popcorn, there's this one, and Mother Popcorn.
Mother Popcorn. We don't get the popcorn on this album.
No, but we do get Mother Popcorn. And what's weird with this one being a studio track is Maceo Parker's playing the organ on this one, and it is hot as hell. Like it's poorly mixed.
Not the worst mixed thing on this album, but it's up there.
Yeah, Maceo's playing is great.
They also have like the most aggressive organ tone dialed up.
Yeah.
Which I don't think helps.
That's what I'm talking about. So
yeah.
Maceo's playing that organ.
Yeah, it's just like it's like a dump truck backing up.
Yeah. But other than that, the song grooves. This sounds like a Meters tune.
Dude, say no more, fam.
Yeah.
It won't be the last one when we say this.
Yeah.
This is neat because first of all, if you're listening to this as a song count type of album, you're actually now kind of in the middle.
Yep.
And you've heard the James Brown band do a lot of fun, aggressive funk. And here, you suddenly go to an instrumental side.
Yep.
That other leaf, right? Yep. And really kind of wide open, funky groove. This song, it sounds like Sissy Strut.
Yep.
I think it precedes Sissy Strut.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
69.
Let me fact check.
Fact check that while I talk. And the other really cool part here is guess who else has a hand in the organ in this song? James Brown.
Yep.
Be playing some organ.
Yep.
And so he kind of sets it up for his fill crowd.
1969, Sissy Strut.
Wow. So this was right there.
Yeah.
Leg and leg. So they're writing this kind of funky, groovy soul. And when you look at the different veins of funk, I can't even begin to preach on this masterclass. A, I don't have the time. B, I'm certainly not an authority. I'm merely an apprentice.
Yeah.
But, when you look at the styles, there's so many of them. This really nice, laid back, swingy funk was not what I saw coming.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
I'd never heard this album before. So I was like, whoa, you had this in your bag?
Yeah.
Papa's got a brand new bag? Hey.
Not on this album.
And it is so cool. It's so full of soul. And what made me ask the question in the first place is James Brown playing on here? Is some of the organ playing had licks? It sounded like the way he sings.
Yep.
And he's able to actually play that with his hands.
Yes.
And with drawbars and faders. And you're just like, okay,
yeah.
I see you.
He's a musician. Yes.
He's a musician's musician.
Yep.
It's clear.
Yep.
I thought that this song was just so cool. It was such an eye-opening moment. It was a refresher I needed.
Yep. Now I'll say this: given that this is studio, there's a low brass part that comes in about 3/4 of the way through here, which sounds fantastic. The fact that it's a studio thing, I wish it was louder in the mix because it just sounds. It's just
because they could have.
Yeah. It's just like fourths. They're playing.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's during kind of like a build.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds so good.
This album, if you don't know what you're getting into, especially if you're looking at digitally and not looking at it as a 2-disc set, it lacks continuity. There's not a lot of bad production, which is why you don't hear us criticizing production.
Yep.
Though there will be later. But it lacks continuity, and so it's kind of hard to figure out where you are at any given time.
Yeah.
When you're switching from vocalist versus lyricist.
Yes.
You're switching staff. Who's playing in the band.
Yeah.
You're going from studio fake live to just straight up studio to actual live, then back to fake live.
Yep.
You're moving the pace of the song around.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel very tacky. It feels like a collection more than an album.
Yeah. My theory on why this is fake live is that we'll finish this song after the next song. So he introduces this song. This song is introduced. We're going to do Low Down Popcorn. He says that.
Yep.
Low Down Popcorn happens, but it's faked. And then they do the next song. And after the next song, he goes, that was Low Down Popcorn and Spinning Wheel. So I'm guessing just the live version sucked or wasn't well recorded or something.
Sure.
So like, all right, we'll just do it.
I could also see these two songs, if you speak about Low Down Popcorn and Spinning Wheel, which is a great, the two of them are peas in a pod.
Yep.
Not the kind of thing you want to drop into the middle of a live show.
Right.
I get that. So it's easier to fluff them.
Yeah. I mean, but so if you think about showcraft, right? So we'll assume Low Down Popcorn was recorded live, right? And they just gave us a studio version for whatever reasons. Maybe that they forgot to hit record or whatever. Something happened.
Yeah.
So they faked it because, again, introduced like, hey, we're going to be in Atlanta. Here we are in Atlanta. This is going to be recorded live. It's called James Brown Live. He says what the album's going to be called. Everyone gets excited. We get the fake Low Down Popcorn. And has some egregious, organ mixing. So I even wonder if that's like intentional. Like, let's make the organ sound like crap from a mix perspective, not a performance perspective, from a mix perspective. So it feels like it's live.
It's live. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Because there's no excuse for how loud.
Like, we're rare earth.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm assuming that that's the thing. But if you think about this, so we have I Don't Want Nobody, right? Lick and Stick, those songs cook. Then we get to Low Down Popcorn.
Whole new vibe.
Yeah. And then the next song, Spinning Wheel, whole new vibe.
Well, Spinning Wheel and Lowdown are in the same boat because instrumental only.
Yep.
James on organ.
Right.
I think of the two, Spinning Wheel is better.
Well, this is Blood, Sweat, and Tears, right? This is a cover.
I didn't know that.
What goes up must come
I don't know.
down.
I don't know that shit.
Yeah, so this is a Blood, Sweat, and Tears tune. So this is a cover.
Do Blood, Sweat, and Tears use that diminished ass chord?
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you don't know that song, it's a great song.
I don't know the song. I can't know everything, Dan. Get on up.
So yeah, this is James on organ. This is an instrumental version of this. Maceo's solo crush.
It's so good. It's the highlight of the song, with the exception of one thing.
Okay.
Clyde.
Yeah.
He's playing like a swing beat in the right.
Yep.
And he does these two hard taps on the snare that shuffle so hard, but it's like a swing versus straight thing.
Yeah.
And it grids.
Yeah.
Infinitely loopable.
Yeah.
But I think Maceo's probably the highlight.
Yeah. This version has only been sampled one time. This version.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah. It's mine because I do know the Blood, Sweat, and Tears tune.
See,
So
not
this-
knowing it, I'm like, oh God, I gotta listen to Blood, Sweat, and Tears
Yeah.
too now.
So
I'm sure I've heard it.
This makes me think of Yellow Soul Live. Right. So one of our favorite bands, Soul Live, did a whole
Beatles tribute, yeah.
tribute, and it's just instrumental Beatles of Rubber Soul.
You know, they stole that from Yellow Dub Marine, local boys here.
Yeah,
They 100% stole it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kraz.
I thought you were going to say they stole it from the Ruddles.
I'll show you a ruddle.
You familiar with the Ruddles?
No.
You've seen Spinal Tap.
I have seen Spinal
You've seen
Tap.
Best in Show.
Best in Show.
You haven't seen the Ruddles.
No.
Same people. And the Ruddles is the Beatles parody.
Heard.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this.
Yeah. Gotta check out the Ruddles.
Okay.
Spinning Wheel. The song crushes. It's a great performance, instrumental version of a great song. Got Maceo Parker. You got Clyde just crushing it. And this is at the end of the song. He just says, "Hey, that was Lowdown Popcorn and Spinning Wheel."
Great.
So I believe me in my theory.
I think you're right. I think they replaced popcorn because it wasn't to his liking.
Yep.
They burnt the popcorn.
Yep.
And then we move on to Leaf Numero 3. We've met Instrumental James. We've met Hyped Up James. Now we go to Balladeer James.
It's nice to just hear him sing.
Goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
This is a highlight of the album for me.
It's fantastic. It's a slow ballad.
If I Ruled the World is the name.
Yeah, so it's originally composed by Leslie Brickhus for the musical Pinwick. So this
I'm familiar with this song outside of his catalog.
Yeah, so this is a musical theater tune.
That's my family.
It's your family, but the band sounds great. They take this song seriously. This is like as opposed to a groove jam band who's very tight. This is where we're following a chart and doing a great.
I have a note on this that supports that.
Yep.
It was, even with all the yelling and chaos, he delivers a pretty strong soul vocal here.
Yeah.
Is it a generational voice? No.
No.
Is it incredibly impressive for somebody who abuses their voice?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Furthermore, when you hear the generational voices, when you listen to like an Aretha or somebody like that,
Or in this case, like an Otis Redding.
sure, Otis would be a great example. The supporting band doesn't support Otis
Right.
as well as James supports him.
Yeah.
Because of that training, because of the lick and stick mentality.
Yeah.
And so he's lifted by how much better
Yeah.
the dynamic and the pacing of his band are. I mean, it's like no one drinks before the king. Like no one moves until they're supposed to. The discipline just shows how great this band is.
You know, it's the origin of the Texas Tap, right?
Well, yeah. No one drinks before the king, so you tap down first.
Yep.
And therefore, this is that.
Yep.
It's really crazy to listen to and hear the control that they have. Mm-hmm. And he knows it. And he never really abuses it, but he has these
knows
hesitations.
Yeah.
He leans on some notes. some burn, and it just makes the song that much more dramatic.
Yeah. And I would say, like, anybody who's in a band who wants to just gel, doing like listening exercises where one person is in charge of whatever's happening. We had talked about on this podcast. So the band Fish had this game they used to play called.
We've talked about it on the podcast.
Have we? I know we talked about it. Yeah. So
well, we did the exercise.
Yeah. Find the hay hole, right? Mm-hmm. Find the hay hole. So the idea of find the hay hole was that someone would pick a groove or a melody or something, and the band would try to coalesce and jam around that. When the band, and they would not really, I guess they wouldn't look at each other or something like that. And when they all sort of felt like they hit the pocket, if they all said hey simultaneously, then the next person in line gets to now pick the new groove.
The hay hole.
The hay hole. And so what's so great about that, or what he's doing here in the trust that he has in his band and the attention that the band is giving to their band leader, whether it's out of fear or just wanting to like crush it.
I think it was just the culture. Like they were just like, we live for this now.
Yes, boss. Yeah.
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 No, it was yes, boss, but also like, you don't want to disappoint. Like this level of music.
Right. Because they're killer players.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being armed with these players? I know. It's filthy.
So good.
This is when the album, I mean, you get into this album, and I'll be honest, you know, it has a slow start for me. Not because it actually physically starts very fast, but as the musician, as the critical ear, it has a slow start. Here is where I start to look at the album and go, oh, I really get it.
Yeah. Yes, the live album is my favorite part. Is my favorite album.
Oh, by a long run.
Yeah.
By not to discount the first two.
No.
For side A and side B, but this is where you start firing all cylinders.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And what's so cool about this ballad, if you want to talk about showcraft and album craft, this is the end of side 3. Right. So it's kind of clever because this being a ballad. And a really well performed ballad, and the crowd, if they're using the real crowd,
whichever crowd,
it seems to appreciate this. I mean, it's a great tune. Anyway, it's just a well written tune. You know, not by him, but
no, but the performance is really sincere.
Yeah,
this is another one where he kind of hits for the bleachers at the end.
Yeah.
Not quite sure he gets it.
Yeah.
But the band covers for him, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Sampled
2 times.
Yeah. Oh, sampled 2 times.
Yeah.
2 times.
2 times.
There you go. We got it in.
But there was a time.
There was a time. Song number 11, if you can believe we're already there.
Yeah.
I can't, because I could talk about this way too much.
Yeah, we're 88 minutes in already.
Jesus. I apologize, y'all. We're almost done.
Yeah.
This is a hype track.
Yeah. This was originally released in 1967. Bassline.
Yep, it's the bass line here. My favorite part of this song is his crowd work.
Yep.
He rhymes into his entire lyrical scheme. Mm-hmm. You know,
wait a minute. Good God. Break down. Those are literally lyrics. These are my notes.
No, they're there.
Yeah.
But he demands that the crowd tell him where they're from.
Yeah.
Augusta, GA.
Yeah.
Augusta, GA.
Where he's not allowed to be.
Exactly. But guess where the hell he is? And it's great because he insists on it. And the first time that they're not loud enough for him, he doesn't get mad. He doesn't flinch.
Bring it up.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I must have not heard you, actually.
Yeah.
Like the whole, like, how y'all doing tonight? Oh, that's nothing. I mean, how are y'all doing tonight? Trope.
Yeah. This is the origin story.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's like, no, that's not good enough. Like, I will ask this question 87 more times until you all are louder than me.
Right.
Which is really hard to be.
Yeah.
It's a explosion. He's carrying this song big time. But is there anything going on musically that's stunning that we haven't heard from the first half of this collection?
Not at all.
Yeah. I will be the sourpuss a little bit, or at least invite the sourpussedness of it all, which is you're not going to get a lot of musical depth once they've locked in their pocket.
Right.
They just kind of chill in their pocket, which is an incredible gift to be able to do that, by the way.
Yep.
But if you're looking for a lot of chord changes, section changes, bridges, you're going to get some really good hits every now and then. You're going to get solo every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then, you'll get a bass lick that sits out and just blows your mind.
The
But
bass line in this is,
it's moving.
yeah.
I wouldn't call it a highlight or a low light. It's just nice to hear him embrace his hometown.
You know what's interesting, as I was thinking about this and thinking about how we were going to cover this, because while there's great musicianship, there's not a lot of musical depth,
That's right.
right? And then
It's like having Michelin chefs make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Sure. Okay. I can see where you're going with that. And I've been thinking, like, when we covered Indestructible Beat of Soweto, right? We talked about, like, all right, they come in, there's this awesome intro, this cool groove, and then it doesn't change. And we kind of crapped on that a little bit.
We did.
Now, the difference there is the production on that, and the performances were actually probably cleaner than some of the performances on this, but the energy here is so catchy.
And that's because James,
Yeah.
he's the X factor.
And I would imagine, I think we talked about this in the Soweto episode, which is, I think, episode number 4 for us.
Yeah, it was super in.
And we were trying to find our feet there. But I think what we said there is it would be awesome to see that performed live, because I bet you the energy is like clutch, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah. But here he captures that. Well, this is actually live, but even in the fake live, sounds live. And I think it's that energy that makes you forgive the fact that the song doesn't really go anywhere.
Exactly. We're kneecapped by we're missing a massive part of performance here.
Yeah.
James Brown's visual performance is notable.
Yeah.
That's an understatement. It's legendary.
Yep.
When you don't want to hear him, you want to see him. Mm-hmm. And then you want to hear him.
Yep.
So, all right. Then we go to a hit.
It's a man's world.
Yep. I'd be surprised if most of you have never heard a version of this song.
Right. This is not, it's a mad world. It's a man's world. 2 different songs.
Yes, indeed.
Very different songs.
I don't really have notes on this. This song is like baked into me.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have notes on it, but
Yeah. I love the feel of this song. This song is so misogynistic or chauvinistic. But what's funny, so this is co-written by James
that's
Brown.
not the part he likes, y'all.
What's that?
I said that's not the part he likes,
That's my
y'all.
favorite part. No. Big beer pie. No. This song is. Mom, go make me a pie. This song is co-written by James Brown and Betty Jean Newsom, his one-time girlfriend.
One time.
The lyrics, Rolling Stone magazine characterized as biblically chauvinistic, and attributed.
I like that you quoted Rolling Stone for once. That's fun.
Yeah.
We should do that more often.
Yeah, we should. And because he's attributing to all the works of modern civilization to men, like the car, the train, the boat. Noah built the boat. If you go back to that far, it's not modern, but that's the quote that they had. The electric light, and to the efforts of men, but claimed that it all mean nothing without a woman or a girl. All right. And the song also states that men made toys for the baby boys and girls, and comments about the fact that man makes money to buy from other men before the song sort of fades away. James Brown states that the man is lost in bitterness, and that's what this is more about. But his co-writer and girlfriend, Betty, says she wrote the lyrics to this as an observation. So this is almost like he loves me, he hit me, but he loves me, right?
Oh, we're back to the Ronettes.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the Ronette, but it was a Phil Spector song.
Oh, Spector, yeah. Sorry.
She claimed that later that he actually didn't rate really any of this song and argued in court that he sometimes forgot to pay her royalties.
Oof.
So this is, I think, a part. So first thing, this song feels amazing. The song is amazing in many ways,
Yeah.
but I feel this is the part where we talk about the dark side of James Brown a little bit.
It's a great time to enter that conversation.
Yeah. So, so he sometimes had trouble paying his band members, forgot to pay band members. We talked about his incarceration at a young age, but there's a lot of other dark stuff in his life.
Well, he's a well-known drug user. Mm-hmm. There's no question about that.
Yep. He's been imprisoned since, right? He was on a 20-mile car chase, like an O.J. Simpson-style car chase across state lines that was drug-induced. He was involved in a shooting incident where he was shooting into a crowd with 2 shotguns.
Yeah.
People got shot, were paid off. Each person was paid off $100 to like stop talking about it.
Yep.
When $100 meant something.
Yeah.
He's had sexual assault.
He's had physical assault.
Yep.
Both male and women.
Yep. There's he did strike one of his 3 wives with an iron pipe.
Yes, he did.
Yep. So as amazing as this music is, and it's always a struggle when we have to go through these situations where like this music is so freaking good, right? And it's like the don't meet your heroes thing because
No, he's a total piece of shit.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the human factor.
Yeah.
There's nothing nice anybody could ever really say about him.
Well, that's why I tried to throw in the one nice thing about him doing some philanthropic stuff, but
Great.
there's other people like Bill Cosby did a lot of amazing things. He's also a fucking rapist.
Exactly.
Right.
There's it's some line.
Yeah.
The thing that's stunning about him is there just simply was no version of him in the limelight who sang like him and produced like his music is so stunningly unique.
Yeah.
It's really hard to focus on the bad when you have that good as a musician.
Yeah.
Now, when you just see a bad person, and y'all seen us do this before. I mean, we've cracked
Phil Spector.
Phil Spector harder than anybody.
Yep. Well, he actually did murder someone
Yes, indeed.
and died in prison.
And
It was an
furthermore,
inconvenience. So.
yeah, he was like, like abducting little girls for lack of better words
Yep.
too. Phil wasn't doing splits on stage and singing and leading his band. That's the difference.
Yep.
And I think that's why James gets a little more like, it feels like we're like pumping him a little more, is because we're talking about the artist, James, really heavily here.
Yep.
In a way that, I don't know, kind of touches both of us, which is like we're used to having a singer in our bands.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never fallen in love with a producer. So, for the record,
Yep.
we don't really much like the person Phil Spector. We also don't think his music's very wonderful.
It's production.
Yeah, his production style. Well, he's a writer.
Yep. Yep. Because
the difference
there are some good songs on that.
Yeah, we don't like James Brown, the person.
No.
We like his music.
Yep.
I hate R. Kelly, the person. I miss playing Remix Ignition at shows so much.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
was the Michael Jackson
Yeah.
is a perfect example.
He's someone that I don't put on, but I don't turn off.
See, like I will always like Michael's music, and I don't believe he was a saint at all. I think he was probably a really disturbed and terrible person, did the things people said they did.
Yeah.
And so like here it is. Like you have to choose a side-ish. We don't really have a choice. We're gonna listen to this anyway.
We're
And talk about it.
our hands are tied.
Yeah. But we don't have to like him. But
No.
So please do not misconstrue our like for his music and our appreciation for good musical things as a means of us liking the character,
Yep.
the person.
Yes. He was arrested for domestic violence 4 times.
That's one is enough.
Yep. So yeah. So I figure since this is probably the most chauvinistic song on the album, even though he didn't write it.
No, this is by far the most chauvinistic song.
Yeah.
You're implying that he got more than a few sentences out in the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
I think we've hit that.
Yep.
The musical performance is fantastic, and the band follows him so well.
Yep. Please, please, please.
My favorite Sabrina Carpenter song.
That's not espresso. This song's just okay.
Yeah, I agreed.
This is my least favorite song.
It actually
now.
doesn't work for me. It's repetitive. It's harsh to listen to. There's a.
So I'm sorry. Unlike the last song, which was sampled 94 times, this one was only sampled 24 times.
So this song, though, I will give it a little bit of like I'm gonna jump in and try and help it out.
Yeah.
This is clearly the show closer.
This is the Cape thing. You know about the Cape?
Yeah. Of course.
So do you want to explain what I'm talking about?
I think I can do it well.
Yeah.
But James Brown was known to wear a cape.
So the performance aspect of this was that he would feign exhaustion and collapse to the floor. And it started with, it was either Bobby or someone else would come out and like throw a towel on him and like help him to his feet and then start to walk him off stage. And then he'd run back to the microphone and continue singing. So that's the please, please, please don't go. Mm-hmm. That's what it is, the show closer. You're right. And so he would do this gimmick. It was like a Little Richard style.
Yeah, I remember him watching him do this with the cape where he'd hide behind it like Dracula.
Yes.
And saunter off.
Yeah, that came a little bit later.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was definitely a thing. So the cape thing came after. Actually, it was Little Richard and Gorgeous George, the wrestler. That's where the cape thing came in. Yeah.
But yeah, the song itself is actually dog shit.
Yeah.
There's two issues here. One, and they both come from the same player, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. The guitar.
Yeah.
He jars his 7 chord and never stops. But the rest of the band's changing chord form.
Yeah.
He just keeps hammering away. And then they mix that, the loudest thing in the world in the mix.
Yep.
It's only the second time on the album you're going to hear meaningful backup vocals.
Yeah, this is almost a cross between a Motown and a doo-wop sort of.
Yeah, and it also has like an inch of like that double time gospel church thing going on.
Yeah.
But the song's not important. I think it's about the moment.
Yeah.
And the fact that this is a live show, and you feel like the band members parse off.
Yeah.
And then the MC comes in, Bird, and does the whole talk. That was the thing. I meant, okay, I see why we're doing this.
Yeah.
It's just a loop to end a show.
Yeah.
Pre-encore, that is.
Yes.
I don't pay this much mind at all as a piece of music. I pretty much just look as a musical moment to exit a stage.
Yep.
To prepare for, I Can't Stand Myself.
Parentheses.
When you touch me. I had to double click to remember the rest of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so this was made with another band of his that was the 50s sort of band that he was in, the Daps.
The Daps.
Yep. There's an interesting guitar part here. There's like these like hypnotic like double stops.
Bro.
Literally
look at the word on my notes.
Hypnotic guitar, yeah.
Yeah. And so the funny part is that Please 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 had a incredibly loud repeating line. Here you get something a little more
subdued, yeah.
Yeah, and furthermore, it's just a little more interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It has a slide in it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And it's still like right up in front.
Yeah. I attribute that to the live mixing.
Oh, I would say so.
Yep. Like his amp was too loud.
I think it's the end of the show and he was like 10.
Yep. Turn the amp up. Yep.
Yeah, let's just play.
Yep.
Let's be loud. The song doesn't really do anything for me in the sense that it doesn't bring anything new to the table.
Right.
But what it does very effectively is set up the finale.
Yeah.
Which is Mother Popcorn.
Mother Popcorn, baby.
Now we're talking.
This is like a faster version of Cold Sweat. Right?
Amen.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Furthermore, that guitar part stays.
Yeah.
But then evolves.
Yep.
So he goes dunk 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 dunk. So now he's playing the same chordal line and then going and playing a lead under it,
Yeah.
and you have like an evolved guitar part.
Yeah.
I'd like to think it's the same player because it's very doable.
Yeah. 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 I'm positive it is.
No, I'm not saying they switched players, but I don't think he has two guitars at this performance. I think it's one guy doing the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, yes. We're saying the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's firing on all cylinders now. James is back in action.
Yep.
He's been recuperated from the floor.
Yep.
Resuscitated.
Yep.
That's where I think I was going
We're
for.
there. It's a banger, outro. You have tight horns and guitar interplay.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. That's really nice in this thing.
But is it as good as the sax solo?
No, it's not. But I want to mention this song was sampled / interpolated in the song Poison by Del
Poison.
Biv DeVoe. Bam. It's the bam is the sample.
They just grab that.
Yep.
They're like, there it is. There's the horn stab.
Yep, the horn
That will
stab.
define horn stabs forever.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. You learn something new every day.
Yep. It's perfect.
Yeah. It's this is the way to go out.
Yeah.
Just like they came in the right, they came out, they
Yep.
left right, and left right.
Yep.
Uh,
At a 6-minute outro.
Yep, as it should be. The cool part is he starts to get into the sax solo too, and he's like kind of scatting with him and fighting with him a little bit.
Yeah.
And egging him on.
Yep.
And that's the fun part about the back half of the album is hearing some of the solos.
Yep.
And kind of like hearing him be a band leader.
Yeah. And him calling out Maceo, him calling out Clyde, like
Bootsy. Yeah. And
Bootsy,
just
yep.
like encouraging movement. He
Yeah.
knows the cards in his hand.
Yeah.
He knows he's holding a royal flush. And it's
Yeah.
like, play it.
yeah.
And he's got the confidence to play it.
Yeah.
If y'all still with us, thank you for hanging.
Yeah.
Daniel, would you hit it?
I would hit it. This song belongs on here. This album belongs on here. The reason I've been mentioning the samples is it's undeniable the influence, right? The album in and of itself, without the other context, you might be like, oh, this is really cool, right? But everything that he did over his 59 albums and the way this comes together, I think, 100% should be appreciated. It's unfortunate that it's tied to a less than optimal human being.
Yeah. And that happens.
Yeah. How about you?
It's a shame that like my top 10 favorite James Brown songs come from 7 different albums.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because I'm not convinced there's any one that like punches above the other.
Yeah.
And so my whole thing is, if you got to choose one, why not?
Yeah.
Should James Brown be represented on top 500? 100%.
100%. Yeah.
And that's so like, why not? I appreciate that there was all the live stuff on here. Mm-hmm. It seemed to have like kind of like checked most of my boxes. Mm-hmm. Sure, did we get the aforementioned Cold Sweat or anything like that, or Funky Drummer?
Right.
Like, which is like the real Amen break, you know?
Yeah.
Did we get those on here? No, but it doesn't matter because we got the entire wardrobe on here.
Yeah. You didn't get I Feel Good, right?
It didn't need it.
Yeah. Living in America.
He's just such a enigma. He's so powerful.
Yeah.
And this is as good as any other thing you could put on here. I'm assuming it's probably his only show on here.
Right.
There might be one more album that makes its way up further, but this is a pretty... If you needed to figure out what a James Brown experience is,
This is the way
you
to do
can
it.
learn quite a bit. This is a textbook.
Yep.
Nothing less, nothing more.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was wild though, because there was times this week where I was really fatigued trying to listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this would be a shoe-in. I really tried to like put my ears on it. I really tried to get in depth, and it's funny that older musicians and catalogs can teach you what you don't already know about music.
Yep.
And patience. So,
Yeah.
here we are.
Here we are. Question for you.
Oh, what you gonna ask me?
What's in your ears?
I decided to go down the Philip Bailey rabbit hole.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Philip Bailey sampled. God, what song did he sample? He sampled one of the songs off of this album.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So for those who don't know, Philip Bailey was first known for being the recognized singer, or one of the recognized singers from Earth, Wind & Fire.
Yes.
And would go on to do some solo career stuff that went into the late 80s, early 90s.
Yep.
And so I started rolling Chinese Wall because Easy Lover.
Yeah. Yep.
But there's so much other great music on that album.
That's a great tune, though.
Oh, yeah. With Phil Collins.
Yep.
Yes. And he's such a good singer.
Yes, he is.
He's such a good singer. But what was really fun about listening to Chinese Wall, specifically the album, is the production. It is equal parts like cheesy,
Yep.
but also like really pushing it modern. He never shook the funk band thing.
Right.
And so as much as people tried to throw like the Paula Abdul keyboards into his stuff,
Right.
he still demanded on having like some live drum samples at times.
Yep.
And
The
he
Easy Lover almost has the stand-up keyboard part, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I never made that connection. But
Yeah.
bum bum ba-dum.
Yeah, that's straight up. Now tell me how you gonna do. Yeah, I just can't unsee the video
Yeah.
of like sweaty Collins in a white shirt and Philip Bailey in like the one-piece velvet suit, and they all obviously did like all of the cocaine ever, and they're doing like the dance with the guitar player.
Yeah. I think the only thing worse is the David Bowie, Mick Jagger dancing in the street video.
I hate that.
That video is
It's
so uncomfortable.
terrible. Yeah, Easy Lover's video makes you a little uncomfortable. Dance in the Street really rips that.
Yeah.
Easy Lover's a far better song too.
It is, yeah.
But this album's incredible.
Yeah.
It's actually awesome. And if you look at his catalog, if you look at like Spotify, like it's just that album.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because Reasons is not on that album.
Right.
Which is also an incredible tune.
It is, yeah.
He's got a career. So if you haven't like hung out and like just listens to Philip Bailey, and the really cool thing you can do is do like whatever streaming service you're on, do Philip Bailey radio.
Yeah.
Because the adjacents that come around him,
Yep.
oops, I just whacked that microphone,
Yep.
are so cool.
Yeah.
Like the catalog that will kind of get woven around them. It's
Yeah.
like perfect making dinner music.
It's kind of like, and actually, this is where I will say Spotify. If you listen to the song Reminiscing and Let It Go, Carl and I had like a bro moment
Don't
for
even
like,
start.
yeah,
You put on Little River Band Reminiscing radio.
yeah,
Goodbye. Dan and I'll be
No
drinking
notes.
at 6 a.m.
yeah. I tried to do it. I use Apple Music and I tried it there. The recommendations don't go as far, but anyway,
No,
that's a good
sorry.
call, Philip Bailey.
Man, I just had to do it.
Yeah.
What you been listening to?
I did not fall far from the tree because with Maceo Parker on here, when you and I first started playing music together, we covered a Maceo Parker version of Earth, Wind, and Fire song.
Hey.
So I've been listening to the 1998 album called Funk Overload by Maceo Parker.
That's the one.
It is so good. And what's interesting about it is it has a lot of 90s trappings in it. There's some uncomfortable 90s stuff on here. Like Maceo's Groove has some weird rap stuff in it that almost sounds like Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
But it is so well done. Single Simple Song is the Earth, Wind, and Fire song on there. He covers Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye, Tell Me Something Good.
Shaka.
Stevie Wonder, really, but yes.
That's truth.
Yep. But yes. It's a really enjoyable album, well produced, good. Just check out Funk Overload by Maceo Parker. You will not be
We were
disappointed.
literally listening to this same vein.
Yeah. Yep. We didn't go too far from the tree. And that's what I guess that's what the power of the album actually is I didn't want to I agree with the patience aspect of this. But then when it was done, what Apple Music did to me was give me Stevie Wonder, which I have no complaints about, but Stevie Wonder's not that's not the sample platter I want to have right after this.
Yeah.
Unless it's like Higher Ground or something like that potentially, but it was always going straight into Isn't She Lovely, which is a fantastic song, but coming off of Mother Popcorn, Isn't She Lovely is not the right next song.
I was hoping we moved to like Maggot Brain.
Yeah.
Like bring me somewhere else.
Yeah. But I'll do Songs in the Key of Life any day of the week. Yeah.
What do we got next week?
We have this album called Park Life by this band called Blur.
Park Life. Damon Albarn, huh?
Yep.
Oh man, should be a fun one. I've honestly, I grew up in the age where Blur became cool, and I never listened to Blur. I know song 2. You know,
it's not on.
It's not. I know
on this album.
that song.
That's not on this album.
I'm willing.
Yep.
Great.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
Yep. It should be a good one.
Well, bring it to our faces.
All right.
Next week on the Backwards Beat Podcast. Of course, if you want to engage with us, you can catch us on the interwebs.
At Backwards Beats Podcast.
Our Gmail.
BackwardsBeatsPodcast@gmail.com, or hop on over to our Patreon. Totally free, baby.
It's totally free. Why wouldn't you go look at this?
We have candy.
Yeah, in a van.
Yeah.
And also a live podcast episode that you can check out exclusively.
Yeah. When I put it up there.
All right. Well, it's been such a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging in there with us. And as always, get on up. I'm Carl Carter Fansfield.
Right on. I'm Dan Woodard.
That was a show about the album Sex Machine Live by James Brown. Hit me! Good God! Touch myself! Get on up!
Backwards Beats Podcast is a Tudorwood production recorded live at Thought Shack Studios in Halethorpe, Maryland.
If you enjoyed the show, make sure to subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You can find us at Backwards Beats Podcast on most platforms.
Share the love, and we'll see you next week for another deep dive into the next album on Rolling Stone Magazine's Top 500 list. Until then, salt your melons.